I'm here. What do you want me to do? Hi, Ian Blackford. You've made a protest in the Commons. You've been barred and booted out. A protest based on what?
Scotland's voice has not been heard. We have had changes to the devolution settlement that were pushed through last night without Scottish MPs' voices being heard. That's a democratic outrage. I asked the Prime Minister today to bring in emergency legislation so we can conduct a proper debate with respect on the powers of the Scottish Parliament. Let's discuss the power grab that is coming from Westminster. That is not acceptable, and the Speaker refused to allow a division which I rightly called for. It is an absolute disgrace. My job, my colleague's job, is to stand up for the powers of the Scottish Parliament. I will do that.
Well, let me put it to you. The Speaker said you could have a vote after PMQs. This is a stunt.
Understanding orders, I was entitled to push for that vote today on the basis of the lack of respect that the Conservative government and Theresa May has shown and showed by their answer. It is not acceptable. I have a duty on behalf of my colleagues, on behalf of the First Minister and the Government of Scotland and of the Parliament of Scotland, to stand up against the betrayal that has taken place of the Scottish people with the unprecedented power grab which is taking place. We need to, we must, and we will stand up to defend Scotland's interests.
You heard the Prime Minister say that something like 80 powers will come back to Holyrood and that more powers will flow directly to Holyrood after Brexit.
She recognises, she must recognise that what is happening is that she is ripping up the Scotland Act 1998. She is pulling back control over areas such as fishing, agriculture, the environment, food standards, without the consent of the Scottish Parliament representing the Scottish people. Where is the respect to the Scottish people? Where is the respect to the sovereignty of the Scottish people?
And what happens now? You have called for emergency legislation to do what?
Well, we need to have emergency legislation in order that the government recognises that the Parliament in Edinburgh has not given consent to what the Prime Minister is doing. Let's be under no illusion. This is a constitutional crisis. We are now giving message to the government that we will take them on. We are not prepared to sit back and see powers taken from the Scottish Parliament. We are not having it.
Meaning what?
We will take them on in every way. We will use parliamentary devices to hold this government to account.
Okay, Ian Blackford, thanks very much for your time. Well, Ian Blackford, of course, just left the chamber after being, in effect, kicked out by the Speaker. Let's now return to the Commons and Prime Minister's questions, which are still going on.